hockey's everything in St. Adolphe. It really is.
In February, our ice plant went down. We need to repair a moldy wall and add dressing rooms for female hockey players.
Kraft Hockeyville has established a 15-year-long legacy of breaking down barriers and encouraging participation in Canada's beloved sport. All week, we've been profiling the nominees here on BT. Today, we have with us Community Nomination Volunteer Lorrie Stade from St. Adolphe, Manitoba. Lorrie, welcome to Breakfast Television. St. Adolphe, 1,600 people. That's it. What does hockey mean to your lovely community?
Oh my goodness, hockey, that is what we do. We are a hockey town. Everyone from 4 to 84 plays hockey here. We've got minor hockey league, junior C. We have a grandpa league, many men's leagues. I play in a hockey mom league. It's everything. And that's just where it starts in our town. You know, it just goes from there to the rest of the community. This building is our arena, but it's also our community center. And hockey is just what we do here. It's cold, and I came in here in a little bit of a storm today, and it's snowy and cold for 10 months almost of the year. So it's really great to have something to bond over, like hockey.
So, Lorrie, basically, with all the leagues you rhymed off, everyone in St. Adolphe plays hockey, is essentially what you're telling us.
Pretty much. And if you don't, then this is still your building. Like, this is the only building we've got in our little one-horse town. Right? We've got one store, one gas station, no traffic lights. So you come here, and this building's where you come to have a cup of coffee with a friend. Or we've got our summer camp programs out of this building. This is what we do. Now,
that is also a building, if you win the vote, which begins on April 9th, that is also a building that gets $250,000 potentially in upgrades and has two National Hockey League teams come into town and take over for a preseason game next season. I can't begin to imagine, Lorrie, what it is like to have NHL teams come into a community the size of yours. What if you had to pick two teams? I have a feeling I know one of them. If you had to pick two teams, who would you like to see come in?
I think it's going to be the Winnipeg Jets.
Winnipeg Jets, obviously,
and
yes.
We would love to have a Toronto Maple Leafs. Got a good rivalry there.
Yeah, I think that would make for some good TV as well. All right, St. Adolphe, Manitoba. More about the kind of the quirkiness of the town. I've been told you have a maze that puts all other mazes to shame. Please explain it to us.
A little bit. We have two mazes, actually.
Oh, okay.
So we are in the Guinness Book of World Records as home to the world's largest snow maze. That also is a giant corn maze in the fall, if you wanted to visit during that time of year. Because again, we have a lot of cold weather, and we still are very resilient and love our outdoor time. So we do spend a lot of time outdoors. So the snow maze is a really big hit around here. So for such a small community, it's a pretty big thing that we're pretty proud of.
Lorrie, there's a lot of small communities across this country. Kraft Hockeyville is not new. Everyone knows what comes with winning this. It's rather prestigious. It's community altering, if you will. Did you think when you nominated St. Adolphe that you would make Final Four?
Oh my goodness. No, like COVID's has caused everybody across Canada, right, to have to adjust and pivot in the way that we live life. And same thing when Kraft Hockeyville advertisement came across the screen during a Jets game one night. Just asking the community, do you think we should enter this? Like, let's see if we've got what it takes. Let's see, we're a hockey loving community. Check. We've got some aging and some equipment that needs repairing and replacing, and we've got a wall that needs replacing. So an aging facility, check. Like, we had all of the boxes checked, and just immediately knowing I had the whole town with me, we got rallying, and pretty quickly we put a great story together, and we just want to share our love of hockey with the rest of Canada and get that money to help get this building back up and running.
Lorrie Stade, you've been great. Nothing but the best to you and the great people of St. Adolphe, Manitoba. Appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much. Again, go online, krafthockeyville.ca. There are 4 communities who are just waiting to find out what this final vote is. Voting starts April 9th. The winner will be announced April 10th. It's an incredible initiative. It never gets old. Again, go online. Let your voice be heard. Speaking of letting your voice be heard, You Sound Off, coming up a little later on here on Breakfast Television. Let's finish off You Sound Off on a positive note today. We're all trying to get through this together. How have your neighbors been there for you during this pandemic, right? Government can't always be there. Officials, paramedics can't always be there. Sometimes we've got to be there for each other. How have your neighbors changed your life over the last year? 1-866-267-3797. There's the email address. Twitter @BreakfastTV. Get a hold of us. You sound off. Coming up a little later on. You're watching Breakfast Television.